What's up with my hair today? Look at that.
All around me are familiar faces. What's up, everybody? It is Cameron,
Cooksey,
the Fat Man Erik,
TJ,
and this is the Opinionated Gamers Podcast, coming at you live. Just kidding, it's not live.
No.
One day we'll get to live podcasts.
Yeah, sure, whatever.
Yep.
Because we can totally do this regularly.
Special edition. We're doing special edition, right? That's what we're doing?
Yep.
Yeah, I did research.
double special.
Special edition,
Oh,
20th anniversary for El Pokemano.
Yes, 20 years.
That's how you say Pokemon in Spanish.
No, it's
It's
not.
the official way.
It's the official way, El Pokemano.
A Pokemon.
It's kind of like El Chapamano.
A Pokemon.
El Chapamano.
A Pokemon.
Would it be L or Lay? Lay Pokemon.
Le Pokemano.
El-
Or
Lay.
LA or whatever the plural of.
Los Angeles Pokemon.
Los Angeles.
Pokemons.
Le Pokemon.
I saw a Reddit post the other day. It was like what the League subreddit will look like in 10 years. And one of them said, today I learned that there was a game mode called Dominion. And that's really funny because Riot actually just announced that they're removing the game mode Dominion.
Altogether because it sucked.
Because no one played it.
Because no one played it.
What's the menu?
See? It's the
Exactly.
worst game mode.
We have a video though.
We do have video on the
easy
most
win.
OP strat on how to win Dominion.
Okay, but still, Le Pokemon.
Right, Le Pokemon. That's how you say it in France.
Ash, you're what the French would call les incompetents. Okay.
Ash, you're what the French would call a 10-year-old.
Still, yeah, let's
Doctors hate him.
I did a little research.
Tell us your research you did, because
I had to look into it. I wanted to know how old Jesse and James were supposed to be.
Team
Like
Rocket.
15.
Rocket.
Prepare to fight.
I can explain.
17.
Team Rocket to 17-year-olds, which kind of makes sense, except for the fact that even James's parents are still always trying to marry him off.
Yeah,
Like,
it's too bad it's not to Jesse.
Yeah.
Jay.
I feel
Team
like
Rocket
Pokemon takes
blast
place
off
in an
in the
alternate
speed of
universe where
light.
marriages at 10 and 11 are normal.
Yeah, Clement.
Right?
I mean,
So, it just,
It
I mean,
makes
it's
sense.
it's in a
It's
universe where they send you off at 10 into the world by yourself so that the professor of that town can get with your mom.
Yes.
sure.
What are you talking about?
Or, I think it's more like the adults, you live your life like a salmon. So, your whole existence is to go off in the world,
You
grow
try not
up,
to get caught by like
try
a
not
bear.
to get caught by someone or killed, and then you come back
An
to
Ursaring.
your home
No, but
birthing place, you give birth, and then you die. And
then
then
you
10...
get with the professor of that town.
No, that's part of the whole fish farming.
Oh,
Okay,
This is the professor.
the
Professor's alpha male.
TV show has some
only male.
serious plot issues.
Yes.
Like the fact that Ash never gets old. The fact that he has no credibility from the first regions where he was Pokemon champion.
the fact that
That
he
one-
set Butterfree like free. It's called Bye Bye Butterfree.
What's with? Who is that
I just-
Pokemon? Right after you see him, they tell him the name.
Hey everyone, it's a Fennekin. Who's that Pokemon?
It's a Voltorb. It's a Jigglypuff from the side. Oh,
So,
I was so
The
close.
top
Anyway.
Jigglypuff.
some serious plot issues. We
Yeah.
still love Pokemon.
That's what college is like, by the way. Just shows a ball and says who's
20
Pokemon.
20 years of Pokemon.
It's hard to believe.
It's hard to
Makes
believe
me
I'm
feel
older than
old.
Pokemon.
Yeah.
Makes me feel old. Like,
Dude,
I remember
so
getting
old.
my first Pokemon game.
Me
when
too.
It came out. I remember walking into the back of Walmart, buying Pokemon Blue.
I got it on a surprise. It was a surprise on a road trip. We were road tripping somewhere, and my parents go, "Hey Cam," I go, "Sup?" I'm like, 4.
Sup?
That's the.
Sup, Mom?
dude?
Sup, Mom?
What you
You did
want?
not
What
say
you
sup. Don't
Time
even
for your jewels.
don't even
And they
lie to
said-
me that you said
And
sup.
they said, I got a little present for you. And I was like, oh my gosh! And they gave it to me, and it was.
I do believe you said, "Oh my gosh," just like that.
Oh my gosh, Dave!
Oh my gosh!
Oh my gosh!
It was Game Boy Color with Pokemon Silver. That's why Pokemon Silver is my favorite Pokemon game.
My first.
The first one always is the best. Like it's the nostalgia.
I don't like Fire Red that much because I only had Fire Red.
But was that your first? That was your first.
It was
one?
my first. I had Fire Red as the first game, and I got it from my cousin. He let me borrow it, so I played through it, and
Counts.
I did not get to play Emerald until after like
Yeah,
6
you
or
did
7 years of playing Pokemon. Like it seemed like forever, and then I finally played through Emerald, and it was my favorite because It was the only place you could get all those Pokemon and I loved all those Pokemon, and I just never had.
Like Gyarados.
Yeah, like Gyarados.
Gyarados sucks.
My first Pokemon was Omega Ruby.
That was your first game.
Yeah.
Can we kick him out now?
I feel like he's not qualified to sit on this panel. Oh,
Listen, the panel of judges have voted. You're off the island.
So, anyway, I'm just kidding. No, that's fine. You come back.
We'll come back.
TJ, come back.
You're fine. Okay, there we go. 20 years of great Pokemon games.
Wow. Mystery Dungeon.
I'm not counting the Mystery Dungeon line. Plus,
Hey,
some people really like...
Hey, you Pikachu is
Hey,
crap.
Hey You Pikachu is a little... But if you think about the innovation
Yeah.
of Hey You Pikachu and what Nintendo... Because Nintendo always innovates.
Right.
Hey You Pikachu was a step that they attempted. And it
I
failed.
failed.
See, the thing is, Pokemon capitalizes on games that, like, no one should like. They made a Pokemon game that was literally just the card game. Like, you put it was a Game Boy game. It was just a card
They
game.
just released it on the
Sold
eStore.
Yes,
tons. They put out Hey Pikachu, like, oh, who wants to own your own Pokemon? Oh, yeah, that'd be so cool. Hey, Pikachu, come here. Pikachu does not understand what you're saying. You piece of crap. Yes, you do. I had that game.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, that was not a good game. But
I guess.
that's Pokemon's a killer franchise if you look
Pikachu
at
was
it.
your
though.
first Pokemon
Like, you
game.
think about all the different Pokemon games. You have all just the normal series. You got the Mystery Dungeon. You got Pokemon Snap, which...
Pokemon Snap is so much fun. Like, that shouldn't be fun. You're taking pictures of Pokemon, but it's so much fun.
It was okay.
No, it was so much fun.
It was fun the first time you played through.
Star
After
Fox.
that, it was Star Fox. It was repetitive.
There was a difference, though. Star Fox, you could go to different planets on your second playthrough.
So, well, there was
Second
more
playthrough.
Pokemon available on the second playthrough, but it's the
Was
same
not.
level. Okay, anyway. Though they have not utilized the Wii U's capabilities for Pokemon Snap.
Or Pokemon.
Which
at all.
I totally mentioned this at some point. I don't remember when.
I know we did. We already
But
talked
you just
about
like look around the room with your Wii U gamepad. Come on,
Oh, or your phone. It
Pokemon Go.
Pokemon Go.
Or Pokemon Go's coming out, so there's that.
Pokemon Go. More like Pokemon No.
Whatever, dude. Are you kidding me?
Listen. If they do it right, it's gonna be great. If they don't do it right, though, it's just gonna be another Hey You Pikachu.
Like-
Or it's Pokemon game on your phone.
The other game that company
I don't
made
think they can
really
screw it up.
sucks.
I really don't.
The
What
other
else did they
game,
make?
the Niantic, the company making it, the other game
Niantic.
sucks.
No, it stinks
Uh.
because you can't go places where there is the capability of finding one of the temples or whatever it is. But they have said that Pokemon, they want people to be able to walk out of their house and within 5 minutes find a wild Pokemon.
There is a single temple in the whole entire world, and it's on Antarctica.
That'd be funny.
That's basically how it works.
So, but Pokemon Go, they've said we want people to be able to within 5 minutes find a wild Pokemon. It may not be the best Pokemon in the world,
But I like that.
But
I like the force to use Pokemon you don't normally use. That's why Wonderlocks are so great. It's why Pokemon Go is going to be great. You're going to walk outside, spend like 5 minutes, run into a wild Pokemon, catch it. You're going to be forced to battle people. You're going to be the youngster with his rat attack.
I feel
You're gonna be in class one day and you just stand up and the teacher's like, "Where are you going?" "There's a Rapidash outside." "Run, my son."
I would. I'd be like, nope, it's mine. Dib.
You're like, "No, class, sit down. I'll be right back."
I just want to know how many fights people are going to get in it. Like, is it because if it's based off of GPS, right, and two people are finding this wild Pokemon, who gets dibs to the Charizard that's there?
It might be kind of like with the Mewtwo in the commercial, where it looks like where you can both battle it and then you both can walk away with it kind of thing, or just battle it for the experience or whatever.
Yeah, because that's what I want to battle a Mewtwo
Hey, guys,
for. Is
come over here.
experience.
Wild Charizard. Come check it out.
Come check it out. I want you to battle it for the experience, then I'll catch it.
hey, little kids! I've got some wild Voltorbs in my van.
Do you guys like Voltorbs? We're trading rare candies.
Oh
There
my
you
god.
Hey guys, I got some rare candies in my bag. Okay.
It's like.
Why were you
Have you
Canadian?
seen?
I don't know. Because
There is-
Canadians,
in my back.
Kidnap people?
it's the
There was an
the
anti-
fake front of niceness.
There's an anti-kidnap commercial, and this dude's like, "Hey, dude, I got some iPod accessories in the back of my truck. You want to see them?" And they turn it into a vine, and as soon as he shoves them in the back of the truck, he goes, "You've been hit by a smooth criminal."
So, anyway, Pokemon Go. What do you want to see from it that will make it great?
Well, I anticipate that it'll only be the original 150 Pokemon.
I've heard that they're not going to do that.
But to start, with release, I think it will be.
I've heard they're not going to do that.
I have heard they're not going to do
I'm
that.
just saying,
I
I've heard
hope
they've
not.
not.
But just with the commercials, it seems like that's the only thing that they've shown.
I think that was for marketability to the people that they're trying to not target the new Pokemon fans,
But
they're
All
also
fans.
trying to get the people that played Pokemon
that's fair.
20 years ago.
So
And if you see a new Pokemon on TV, you're gonna be like, "What the heck is that?" If you're a 28-year-old who played,
it's a bag of trash.
Yeah.
But okay.
Yeah.
Because that's a thing.
because that's a thing.
Yeah.
That's me, but I don't know because I think it would be smart to only do the
To
first
only
one
the first and then
To like start out with, yeah, that'd be cool.
to release regions slowly.
over time. That or but no matter what they do, I hope that it is very location specific.
I wonder if they'll do regions based on in the United
Like-
States we will only be able to get
Like
white and black,
No!
Oh.
and in
Europe,
Europe
would get your Kalos region.
Kalos region, and
And in
Asia.
Africa, you can only get dark type Pokemon.
I have a theory. I have a theory that Pokemon Z will be either Africa or South America.
Please explain
Pokemon
your
Z
theory.
or just Pokemon 17? Because Z, I would think, would take place in Kalos again. I
Being
think
the
the,
end.
Z would be
the
the same place as
7th
XY.
gen would be in like the next
Whatever one
generation
is
of
the
Pokemon.
next generation,
Yeah.
I would think it's either, and I would predict probably South America somewhere, like Rio. Like Rio, in like Brazil would be a great location.
With the Olympics this year, too.
And with like Brazil
They
makes
could
sense.
capitalize the crap out of this.
Like the cities in
Pokemon
Brazil.
Go in Brazil during the Olympics.
Brazil has huge cities. They just held the FIFA
Yeah,
World
sure.
Cup. They're going to hold the Olympics. Like Brazil would be
It's
a
kind of a
decent
hot spot on the
location.
planet right now.
for another Pokemon
yeah,
game.
for
if you were gonna-
kidnappings.
And diseases.
Can you tell we're brothers?
I also,
No.
you're both right. So anyway,
Yeah.
can't argue with it. This Olympics is going to be really interesting.
Hey,
But
at least Putin's
but I do
involved.
think I think Rio makes sense for the next Pokemon game,
Yeah. That'd be awesome. Or
and I think South Africa, like Cape Town, South Africa, would be awesome.
Or Niger. Or Egypt.
I just don't think like Egypt.
Egypt, that would be
Egypt could work. I just think you need places that have a variety of climate zones, and Brazil has that.
Brazil. Yeah.
Brazil has huge, vastly different climate
Every
zones.
time I hear Brazil, I just think of that dude from Bob's Burgers, the one with the long hair, goes, Brazil! Like all the time. That's the only guy I think of. When
I think of the
Brazil.
movie Rio, but that's just me.
Yeah.
Whatever. Comment down below what you think.
So, tell us in the comments where you think the next Pokemon game would be located.
Based out of.
If
Also,
it-
tell us
I
what
do
you
think
when you
they will
think
go
of
back.
Brazil.
I think it would make sense to do, if you were going to do Pokemon Wii U, I think it would make sense to go back to the first region.
To the first region.
To the first
And,
region.
you know, I think that they could release more Pokemon into old regions, too. Which is an interesting thought that hasn't been really talked about. But I think that if you take that whole idea of, you know, evolution and everything and add all that in, because when you revisit or in late games and stuff in a Pokemon game, you have Pokemon that weren't there the
You
first
have the
time
national
with the
decks.
national decks. So I think it would make sense for them to just add Pokemon to regions that already exist.
Can I point out that is like the most convenient plot hole in history? Hey, guess what? You know all these Pokemon that weren't available? Now that you are aware that they exist, they're totally available now. It's like, what?
It's true.
Yeah, it just
There's a lot of Pokemon. Like, you can really, it's a video game. Like,
But
it's
Good
got-
talk. You're right.
It's a lot
It's
of
not-
video
it's
games.
yeah,
not-
that's what we talk about here.
No,
Welcome
like-
to the Opinionated Gamers.
No, it's a-
real life.
It's a kid's video game.
You don't need logic.
You don't need logic.
It just makes it a little bit better.
It's like my lesson today in class telling students that people believed Aristotle because he answered their question in a simple way, even though he was wrong. It's like when a 5-year-old asks you, well, you know, why are there clouds in the sky? If you tell that 5-year-old it's because every time a bunny dies, its fur goes up into heaven and it floats there. If logically that makes sense to them, then they're going to be like, oh, okay, cool. And they're going to be on their merry way.
It's like that Calvin Hobbes where he says, Dad, where does wind come from? It's all the trees sneezing. And him and Hobbes are out there, and he goes, man, the trees really are like allergic to something today or something.
So it's, it's just you answer. So if a kid, they don't worry about plot.
You know what you should be able to do in Pokemon, and hopefully they'll get there one day?
Rhyhorn race.
Okay,
Rhyhorn race.
Listen,
yes.
You can breed
I
two
don't know, play on the
Pokemon
Wii U?
together. Breed two Pokemon together for
You do that.
completely new Pokemon.
No, that's not Pokemon.
I don't think that's like
You
the-
always get the female
because-
Pokemon.
because the computer system would have to generate an entirely new species, and I don't think it's capable of doing that.
NX.
NX! The Nintendo NX!
Like that's gonna go anywhere. I really have
That's-
zero faith in
no.
that machine right now.
Daisy chaining.
I
Trust it.
my guess is they won't release a Pokemon game for it.
They were releasing Zelda for
My
it.
guess is they won't release a Zelda for it either.
My guess is EA won't touch it with a 30-foot pole.
What's more insulting though, touching it with a 30-foot pole or not touching it with a 30-foot pole?
Not touching it with a 30-foot pole.
Like, listen, I would touch you, but only with a 30-foot pole.
That's insulting, but I wouldn't even touch you, even with a 30-foot pole is a little bit more extreme.
I might hit you with a 30-foot pole.
It's got to be at least a 90-foot pole. Okay.
If you're gonna hit him.
So,
But then, like, they could, like, do the whole evolution thing. Like, it's like, oh, look, it's in this part, so now I have to adopt
You know what?
it.
That'd be a great.
Speaking of
different
evolution, like, freaking millions of years for a monkey to turn into a human, please, monkeys don't live millions of years.
okay. Anyway,
Checkmate, atheists.
let's go back to
Back to Pokemon.
Pokemon.
Real Pokemon that exists.
Real
With
Pokemon.
the real rules.
And the original question I
Real
asked like
rules.
5 minutes ago.
I
What
answered.
You answered. What did you like? Does
What do you
Pokemon
want?
Go need to make
What
it
does Pokemon
successful?
Go need?
Yeah.
It needs all the Pokemon. It needs, okay, what it really needs is the ability to find, like, not just Pokemon, but, like, in the actual Pokemon games, you can find Pokeballs and rare candies. Like, you need to be able to do that in Pokemon Go, too. And then you need to find a place where you can put, like, where is the stores at? Like,
Speak
where
up,
are they gonna
TJ, because I'm sure the microphone can't pick you up. What'd you say?
And it was a good point.
I'm pretty sure those are gonna be bought. Like you have to pay for those.
be? Where's the stores?
Maybe you'll just
Online,
go to your house.
In a little corner button.
We
on
know
the
that they're
phone.
going to use GPS data for forts,
Okay, well,
and
see, I
they
don't
told
have
us that they're going to have gyms, and so they'll
GPS
use
on.
GPS
If
data.
you're
I
not-
don't want people to know where I am.
Well, then you're going to have to. You're going to
It's gonna
need
be hard.
GPS because it's a GPS-based game.
I'm not playing Pokemon Go.
Well, I am, and I plan on buying one of those little pins to wear on my watch that I can be like, oh, there's a Pokemon nearby, and then run away from wherever I am.
Just the middle of class.
It's like a. I could be at a funeral and be like, "There's a Charizard outside. I gotta go." And where are you going? There's a
Eric,
Charizard. In the movies, you're just
Eric.
like, "Screw this," and you run out.
Better yet, you're standing in the movie theater with your phone screen.
Now because it's GPS, they can
avoid
seems-
that problem.
It seems like they would keep it to parks,
You're-
public locations
You're
that
like,
aren't.
you're like at a
Because
hospital.
you're not
You're
gonna
at
be
an
able-
actual hospital,
like-
just like walking up.
You're
to
at
It's
a hospital
fairly
with
easy
a
to pull up
park
Google
next
Maps
door.
and say, "Here's a park. Pokemon Go there."
Park.
Like, I don't think they're gonna have it so that people are gonna be knocking on your door. I'm sorry, excuse me, but there is a Poliwag in your living room. Can I capture it, please? Like, that's not gonna. Like,
What would you say though if there was a Poliwag in your room and you don't have Pokemon Go? Would
Hell
you be
no,
like,
I want that thing.
no, you don't have it. You don't have Pokemon Go.
you don't even know what Pokemon Go is. You're like,
you don't know what Pokemon Go is. They come and they're like, there is a Poliwag in your front room.
Hello, 911.
What?
Yeah, there's a
What?
guy looking for a Poliwag, and that police officer's like, "It's mine!"
The police officer tracks your phone number, goes there and catches it before the guy.
Yeah. So,
I'll be right over.
Dude, police officers have the best job in Pokemon Go.
but
comes out.
most people live within 5 minutes of a park.
You know, most hospitals are right next to a park. Like, your mom could be on their deathbed and be like, listen, there's like a Mewtwo outside.
Take my
How
phone.
much longer
Things
does she have?
that, based on what Niantic has done before, they almost always do a monument, something significant with a monument, like a public place, like a statue.
And maybe not even just public. Yeah, public places. Maybe not necessarily a park, but like Times Square. Like,
Oh yeah.
that's a very.
I just don't
public
think they're going to
place.
do stuff residentially where you're like, you're going to the 50th floor of an office building in downtown New York because there's a Voltorb in there and you got to get it.
Well, they did show,
You show
like,
up
the
at
alleys.
the animal. You show up at like some secret animal testing facility somewhere in the Bronx, and you're like, I know it's around. You're like, are you recording? No, I'm trying to find this Voltorb.
But I think that legendaries.
Bronx at the moment.
I think that legendaries will appear in major areas
major
like Times Square,
Like the
and
Statue of
monuments.
Liberty.
Yeah, I think that gym battles and forts will be in very public locations, and I think that most Pokemon will be available in parks.
Yeah, so it's
And
gonna
they
be
say,
able to
okay,
bug whoop to
here's a
everyone's
park. Because if I was designing, I would say National Park, Yellowstone. Here's the 1,000 Pokemon that I would put in there. Not 1,000, because we're not to 1,000. But I'd be like, here's 150 different types of Pokemon you can catch by wandering around Yellowstone. And you walk
Just
into
walk
a
straight
geyser
off a
and you
cliff.
die. But still,
Did you hear about those kids that fell in the geyser and got out with third-degree burns? 'Cause, like, that would hurt.
that would hurt. Yeah, you don't walk around Yellowstone off the path. There's big signs that say that. Kids are stupid. All right,
Yes.
so it's like
I
stay
can't
on the
remember.
path, like all over.
I said, what about Statue of Liberty? She said, I think I remember the film. As I recall, I think I caught a Mewtwo there. And I said, well, I want
How
that
long have you
Mewtwo.
been planning that? Because that had to have been pre-written. There's
Cameron's
no
like-
way that you just came up with
The
that.
second you said Statue of Liberty, I was like, Breakfast at Tiffany's. I love that song.
All right, so
Could we make that like a full parody of that?
I think
Okay.
Okay.
Copyright. Listen, you
gyms.
can't react to it either.
I think gyms have to be a thing.
Yes,
They have
absolutely.
to, and they've said that they're like gyms were mentioned with Niantic. They
Should
mentioned
probably go to
gyms.
like state capitals.
I like the idea of forts. I like the idea of being able to go where you have a group of people that are just battling. And
RCS is at Fort Knox.
I just don't want to be. I just don't want to be walking down the street and some guy's like, "I made eye contact with you. Now we have to battle."
That would be.
Like,
You're,
no,
it's like
dude.
some homeless dude.
What if it works like Uber?
Like you like Uber
You
up a
Uber
battle.
up a battle.
That's actually not a terrible idea. Where you're like, I want to battle.
I want to
Everyone
battle.
wanna
Let's,
battle me? And then,
And then you just like, this is my location, and a bunch of people just like swamp to you. And then when they show up, you're like, I'm gonna beat you with the rat-a-tat my dad gave me.
Nintendo's got to be really careful with this though, because
Fight
they know young
Club.
kids are going to want to play,
Mm-hmm.
and this is. I mean, there's a lot of. You're opening yourself up to a lot of issues.
Dude, speaking of Fight Club, you ever see that tweet? It's like, so I was 5 minutes late to Fight Club the other day, so I didn't hear all the rules, but like Fight Club was pretty cool. I highly recommend Fight Club.
So I did see that one. That was funny. All right. Okay, so that's Pokemon Go. We're excited for it.
So excited.
Can't wait. I wish they would tell us a release date. I wish
Or
Nintendo was
anything.
anything. Like,
Nothing.
Like speaking of, when is Zelda Wii U coming out?
or
Anyone
when
got
is a
details?
Nintendo Direct? Like, even if you're going to give me no information, a Nintendo Direct saying we've got stuff,
Don't worry,
Don't
we're
worry.
working on something.
we got stuff, just to give us a little comfort of all the people who bought Wii U's over
Secret-
Christmas and are like, nothing's coming out.
Secretly, at the end of
Ever.
Splatfest, Nintendo's like, and we're selling ourselves to Sony.
They pull a Kanye.
They pull a Kanye. They're like, also we're 53 million.
They start
in debt.
begging on Twitter.
Listen,
Mark Zuckerberg, we have a really cool game system called the NX, but we're $53 million in debt.
hey, look, it's what the
Invest in
Oculus Rift did.
Kind of.
Facebook bought Oculus Rift.
Yeah. Okay.
Anything with it.
I
I
really think that's going to go nowhere.
I would love to see like a Nintendo Direct, something that gives me anything
That's Pokemon.
new information, anything new
On anything, like, come
on
on.
anything. Where like Nintendo used to be fairly consistent with a Nintendo Direct,
Also, like, right, okay, listen.
and I get it. You're like the president died. I get it. We're in a transition phase, but
Where's
Rest in
the vice
spaghetti, never
president?
forgetting.
but like at least give us some news. Why are we relying on random Japanese magazines
Telling us that there's
telling
a
us
Twilight
that there is
Princess
something
remake.
coming out?
Like, listen, like, why are they working on a Twilight Princess remake instead of a new Zelda?
The one thing Nintendo had going for
They're
it,
trying to
other
pull it off.
than
As a Zelda.
the one thing Nintendo had going for it, better than Xbox and PlayStation, was the fact that they had Nintendo Direct, where they were giving people new information and
All
saying,
the time.
"Here is the game coming out. Here's what to look forward to. Here's why you should stay with us." And that's gone now.
And here's why you should buy your
they
system,
used to do,
because
like-
these games are going to come out.
You should do
And
like
2.5
weekly
years.
updates on the Wii.
I'm really
Also
looking
awesome.
forward to... I'm looking forward to Star Fox and Zelda, but guess what? They
Those
freaking
come
never
out.
have a release date for those ever in the whole entire existence of ever.
They've put one on Star Fox.
Oh, good, really? Good.
Yeah, I
I'm
think it
gonna
comes
buy
out in
Wii,
April.
yeah. Oh, good. Okay,
Yeah.
listen, but this freaking Zelda Wii U game, like, are they going to try to pawn off the stupid Twilight Princess remake as the Wii U game?
No, they've got them as two separate games on like.
Online,
everywhere.
yeah, sure, but, like, are they actually going to, like, release a Zelda for the Wii U?
That's still to be decided.
Like, it's easy. Here's how to make a successful console for you, Nintendo. This is literally what you have to do. Release the console. Release a Smash game. Release a Mario game. Release a Zelda. Release a Mario Kart. And look, wow, bam.
Make it easy for
Freaking
developers
sold forever.
to make games on the console.
Yeah, make it easy for developers. Don't put in a stupid
As
second
as
screen.
much of a hard time that it's not even the second screen. That's not
No.
like
That's a pretty big reason. I don't want to
no,
have to
it's
design
not.
for
It's the
another
Nintendo
screen.
controlling of the network.
Yeah, Nintendo's kind of a...
That's what made
About
EA
it.
mad. That's why EA. And as much as a hard time as I give EA for not
Nintendo was.
Nintendo, it's really Nintendo's
It's
fault.
Nintendo's
Like,
fault.
and if you follow me on Twitter, I like to make it a hard time. Like,
VGC
I like to make fun of EA Because I am upset that EA came out right when the Wii U came out and said, we love this system, we want to develop for it, we're excited for it, and they were some of the original release titles for the Wii U were EA.
Right.
And then Nintendo was kind of
And
shat
then,
on them.
and then all of a sudden they were gone, and they're like, we're never developing for the Nintendo Wii. And you're like, wait, you kind of just false advertised to me, is the way I feel about it, because they came out and they're like, you should buy a Wii U because we're going to make great EA games for it. And then they disappeared.
But the thing is, then nobody bought a Wii U. That was another big part of it, I think.
It wasn't, because why in the heck would any company in the world pass up on potentially still making over $1 million on anything?
Right.
Right?
They wouldn't.
Instantly, there was 1 million people who bought the Wii U early on.
Neither would Kanye.
Like 1 million people. You think about all the games that they make. Let's say just Madden alone.
Right.
You gotta
half those people.
You gotta get half of those people. But you're not making $1 off the game. You're making probably 15, 20. You're selling it for 60, so you're probably making $30. Let's just take a rough end. They're making $30 per game for 500,000 people. That's
$15 million.
$15 million. There isn't a company in the world that would pass up on an opportunity to quickly make $15 million.
It's not like
And it's not like they really have to do anything other than just port it over.
Port a game from the Xbox over.
So it has, to me, it has nothing to do with sales. That's a cop-out excuse on EA's part. To me, it has everything to do with the fact that EA is very, very controlling of their network. Because all of EA's games run through the EA network.
Right.
And their online play is all through EA's network. And Nintendo is very into the Nintendo Miiverse.
Ubisoft is also very into their own network. That Ubisoft is a piece of crap for that too.
Yeah,
it's like,
they
hey,
are.
listen, you got to
Sign up.
to play this Assassin's Creed game. Just let me play the game, please. Oh no, you got to sign in and be connected to the Ubisoft network. I don't want to do that.
The big thing for EA is saying, okay, Nintendo. The big thing for them is the Miiverse.
Right.
That's
Right.
their network. That's their connect. All the games come to the Miiverse. They didn't want to give up control to EA. EA didn't want to go into the Miiverse, and so they had a conflict over it. And EA was like, it was the cop-out excuse was, well, you just didn't sell enough consoles. But that's bullcrap, because there is not a company in the world that would pass up on a quick $15 million, and that's just Madden. You think Madden, FIFA, NBA, Need for Speed. You think about all the EA games that the Nintendo fans would eagerly shove down their throats. Like they could easily make over $100 million in a year from Nintendo alone.
Maybe they could give back to Kanye. Yeezus is in trouble.
We
Go
need
fund
Xbox
me.
to be cheaper.
I don't know.
$12,000.
I just need a small loan from my father
Of
$53 million.
So I don't know. Okay, last thing. So well, we haven't really talked that much about Pokemon, but let's. Oh, whoops.
Whoops.
We're opinionated gamers, and we just have opinions.
I'm TJ Explains.
With TJ Explains.
I want Pokemon Go to be like
Because you never finished.
Ashes with Pikachu. Like, I want you to have experience of, like, actually training a Pokemon. I think that'd be really cool.
Do I get a dodge move?
That's my say.
Like Ash can tell his Pikachu to dodge.
Dodge it!
Pikachu jump, and then like, oh look, he's out of the Thunder Shock, just like that. It's like, oh look.
Ash is always 10 because he drank a super potion with his lunch.
While eating rare candy.
While
Yes.
eating rare candy and leftovers.
Shouldn't Rare Candy level him up though?
It leveled him up, but not age-wise.
Yep.
Okay.
Where did it level him up?
Shh, stop it. Other places. Anyway.
Just watch TV for about 30 minutes. I'm sure you'll see at least one commercial.
Okay. Pokemon
So Netflix is
Red and Blue and Yellow coming out on the East Store.
I'm so
TJ.
excited.
It's just a direct.
I can explain.
Explain it. What are they doing with Pokemon Red, Blue,
Whoa,
and
whoa,
Yellow?
no, this will be a different segment. Check out TJ Explains
Oh.
Pokemon Red, Blue, and Yellow after you check out this podcast.
Yeah, right here.
Okay, Red, Blue, and Yellow. It's not an update. It's not a remake. It is the direct from
Port.
It's the direct port over from the
Original.
original.
Broken game.
So excited. Pokemon Yellow was so much fun because you get all three starters, right? But the worst part about Pokemon Yellow is you'd have to catch Nidoran, and then you'd have to level it up all the way till it could learn Double Kick until you could beat the Rock Gym.
Or Mankey.
Yeah, you had to do something, like...
Pikachu can't beat
Pikachu.
Because
You
you're
had
not
to
Ash.
catch another Pokemon. And then
Actually,
level
Ash
it up.
lost.
Ash lost and cheated.
So
Because he set off the sprinklers.
Yeah, what the heck?
So.
Ash Ketchum, more like Ash Cheatham.
So, are you excited about red, blue, and yellow? Yay, nay. How did you feel? I mean, I'm going to buy blue. I'm going to buy
I'm
blue.
gonna buy yellow.
It's nostalgia for me. So I'm going to
all
buy
of them.
blue. And I will actually be putting videos of my playthrough on blue.
Hey, you have something to look forward to.
So
I might buy it. I've thought about it. I'm not I didn't start in Gen 1. I'm not a huge Gen 1 fan. I don't like the mechanics as much as
When they poured
other
over,
people do.
When they poured over silver, then I'm definitely gonna buy it for sure. Like hands down, no joke.
if
But-
Nintendo would do anything.
But
Yellow,
they're dead right now.
Let's stop porting, let's make a new
yellow's
game.
Yellow's a probably.
I don't think they need to make that many new games. If they would take their old games from the N64 and put them in the Virtual Console, but there's only 8 N64 games in Virtual Console.
Could
right
you
now.
imagine Snowboard Kids on the Virtual Console? I'd buy that.
I'd
game.
buy it in a heartbeat.
I love Snowboard Kids.
Part of Nintendo's shtick is the fact that they have the nostalgia games, but their Virtual Console right now really sucks.
They don't put it out on Virtual Console because they know they can earn more money by
What
putting
game
it out on an actual,
in Europe are they
like,
putting?
thing.
They ported over a Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, didn't they?
Yeah,
To the Wii U.
The old DS one. It was on the DS.
Why are we not doing Game Boy games on the Wii U? It's built for
I bought a Game Boy game on the Wii U.
You know, it'd be
should
cool
They
if they
do,
could port
but they're not,
DS
like,
games over to the Wii U.
They've done
And it's
that.
like one screen, two screen.
They've done
done
that.
Red
They
screen,
just don't
blue
have good
screen.
games. Take your best games and put them over there.
No,
Like,
see,
why
no,
is
no,
it?
It's not the Virtual Console's problem. It's
I don't
the
care how
fact
much
that they
money it
think-
costs, Nintendo. Take GoldenEye 007 from the N64 and put it on the Wii U.
They really
People
think
will
they can
pay.
pay more. People will pay more for a disc though, and they know that. And so what they do is they make more money this way. They put it on a disc instead of putting it on the virtual store. And they're like, hey, look, here's Zelda Ocarina of Time for the 3DS, and here's Majora's Mask for the 3DS, and everyone bought them. They could have put them on the virtual store way cheaper, and everyone still would have bought them. But because they put them out in an actual physical thing, people bought it. And they probably made more money off it.
I agree with the
remakes.
remakes of Zelda and the discs,
And-
but I think you've got this built-in thing that people are. I downloaded in the last 2 weeks. I've downloaded 2 Virtual Console games. I did Mario 64, beat it. Then I did Super Mario, the Super Mario World, and beat that in a week. Granted, they cost me 99 cents because I'd already bought them on the Wii forever ago.
But it was 99 cents.
But you've got a built-in system of taking old games and porting them over. Why is it that there's only 8 games? Why is it that it's people are doing this online on ROMs all the time? It really
R.I.P.
can't.
Cool
It
ROMs.
can't be that difficult.
It really can't. Listen, Cool ROMs was
So
like
why
a
is-
non-profit
so why is the-
site. Remember Cool
They
ROMs?
should-
A non-profit site. Totally had like every game ever
No,
for
yeah.
the N64 on
We
there.
know nothing about Cool ROMs.
We know it was a site that existed because I have a friend who has a friend who has a sister
Here's
who
the
told
deal:
me.
we know people are putting games out as ROMs, and clearly, if
And they don't even work for
small
Nintendo.
small developers are doing this on their own free time in their own system. How in the heck is it that Nintendo is not porting over more of their games?
How in the heck is Nintendo just not like hiring them? Like instead of taking down Cool ROMs, buy Cool ROMs.
Yes, Riley whatever that did the Pokemon or the GBA for iOS.
GBA for iOS.
He should have been. Nintendo should have paid
Nintendo
him money
should
and
have
said,
paid him. And
"Wait,
said, listen,
you can do that for us? Can we sell those games on what? Can we? Well,
Listen.
wait, that should have been our first app instead of this stupid social media app that
make
they're doing."
it $5
Pokemon
and
Shuffle.
make it $5 and we'll pay you to develop for this. Make
That
it
wasn't
$5.
even Nintendo. That was Pokemon Company.
I like
Pokemon Shuffle has nothing to do with Nintendo on there.
Right.
Pokemon
Okay.
Shuffle's also like the worst thing ever.
it is.
Better than Candy Crush.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
But
All
it's
right.
still not good.
it's still not good.
Last thing. Is there going to be a Pokemon actual game
This year?
this year?
Yes, I think it would be very wrong of them not to do a game 2 years in a row.
I agree that it would be wrong of them, but I don't see them doing it.
I think they'd be stupid not to with the hype of the 20th.
Yeah, I also
Hype
think
of the
it'd be
20th.
stupid not to release a Zelda game, within the next month. But yeah,
I think if you're
Same.
Nintendo at this
They're
point, wait till
releasing
holiday.
one on March 4th. So
I think Zelda Wii U will come
I
out
meant
at
a new
Christmas.
game. Come on,
I think Zelda Wii U comes out at Christmas.
hopefully.
And I think it's playable on both their NX system that's supposed to come out this holiday season.
Are you kidding me?
already? I'm not ready for it.
Nintendo, listen. Ubisoft made the greatest announcement ever the other day. They said, we're not going to worry about putting out yearly content. We're going to worry about putting out good content. After their fellow Assassin's Creed games lately, that's what they said. Nintendo, take a page out of Ubisoft's book. Listen, stop rushing to put stuff out. Put quality stuff out.
That's what you just complained that Zelda Wii U isn't out.
Yeah,
that's what they're doing.
Listen,
that's what they're doing.
Don't announce your crap so early then.
That's what they're doing with Rockstar also.
Just don't announce your crap early.
Nintendo, a flawed business model.
Tink.
It really,
Hey, Nintendo.
Stop trying. I just think stop trying to be.
Quit being so flashy.
Stop being. Yeah. Try.
Go back to your old
maybe
self.
try and compete with Xbox and PlayStation.
Say, listen. Obviously,
yourself.
we're losing the main gaming market. Let's make something that both main gamers and families can enjoy.
Or just invest in what you already have, but make it actually come out at a decent time.
Shout out to the Wii U.
You know you have a whole big audience that bought Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire. Huge sales for that.
Huge sales.
Capitalize on that and push a Wii U Pokemon game. Pay Pokemon Company whatever they need to make that game happen.
Watch, instead of following our advice, Nintendo's going to take this podcast down instead.
RIPS. All right.
IRP.
I don't think they can because freedom of speech.
Yeah, well, they took our Mario Maker levels down.
That's
God bless America.
That's because that was their content. All right. This is ours. This is our most. God bless America and its amazing broadcasting company. Shout out to ABC. All right.
You mean?
Free
Broadcasting. No, that's family. ABC is still ABC.
America Broadcasting Company.
Right.
ABC.
What about the National Broadcasting Company?
ABC Family's now Freeform, which was about darn time because you weren't family
You were not family.
10 years ago. Okay.
Nah, dude, they showed raunchy stuff like Spider-Man kissing Mary Jane upside down.
Dirty.
In the rain. Then they smoked some Mary Jane.
Okay. We're excited for Pokemon. We're clearly upset with Nintendo, though.
More upset with Nintendo than we are
Excited for Pokemon. We really should just call this the Upset at Nintendo.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Upset at Nintendo podcast. This week, we're
Okay.
talking about how we're upset at Nintendo.
Which is every week on this show.
Pokken.
Oh, we didn't even talk about Pokken. Hey, we're excited about Pokken, actually.
Hey,
Yeah, that's
That
actually
game
good.
yeah.
looks...
While it is
dope.
different and it's not mainstream and it's gonna...
And guess what?
What?
Not developed by Nintendo.
It looks dank.
Which is why it's coming out on time.
It looks really nice.
Oh, shots fired!
Pew, 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 pew!
And that's how the podcast is ending right now. That pew, 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 pew.
All right. So, Pokken looks awesome. Anyone else excited
Graphics
about Pokken?
Oh,
They
graphics
look
are good.
amazing.
They look great.
Pikachu has fur, just
Yeah.
like he did in the Go commercial.
Which he should, because he's a rat.
Because he's a
Pokemon.
rat.
All right.
It's weird because he doesn't look like fake now that he has fur. It's weird.
That is weird. Pokken coming out. Red, blue coming out. Yellow coming out.
Not Zelda.
No.
Pokemon Go. That we know of. And then hopefully a Pokemon announcement coming up.
There's some potential news next month, I heard, with
Yeah,
So
whoopty
they
crap.
said last month.
Whoa!
new Pokemon announced. There was a new Pokemon announced. Magearna. How do you
Magearna,
pronounce
yeah.
Deonce's twin sister, Oriana.
From Piltover, of course.
Of course. Yeah, it is another legendary. It's got the base 100 stats. It's
You know who else is from Piltover? Vi. You know what Vi has?
What?
A V. You know what V looks like? A triangle. Illuminati confirmed.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Wow, this is like the most ADD podcast ever.
ADD.
Welcome to the ADD episode.
You're the only one with ADD here.
Diagnosed. You've
Why
got. Okay.
Diagnosed.
All right. So
Favorite
Pokemon.
Gen 1.
We're out.
Wait.
We out. That's it. Pokemon. Yay. Nintendo. Fix your crap.
I love
Bye. Stop blocking Cam's face. Bye.